good? Okay, thanks. Hey, good morning. How are you doing? Thanks for streaming with us. We really appreciate it. Well, a little cooler today. You know, the last couple of days, high temperature yesterday was like 79, so it's been really warm for this time of the year. This cold front is cooling us down a little bit, basically just taking us down to where temperatures should be for this time of the year. So, again, really appreciate you streaming with us, and this is what I think is going to happen over the next couple of days. First of all, outside right now, it's 11:30. And it's still only 56 degrees. The low this morning was above average, but we haven't moved much since then, that's for sure. Matter of fact, we're looking at the lows of the day out there right now. Record low, 10, set back in 1962, and the record high is 81, set back in 2017. You'll notice some high-level clouds streaming across today, and I think those will be with us for a good part of the day, just mostly sunny. Temperatures today a lot cooler than what we had yesterday, 67. That's it. That's all I think we're going to reach for a high, and I may have to take that down a degree or two. Matter of fact, may only see a high in the mid-60s, so somewhere around 65 to 67. That should be our high temperature for today. All right, this was the reading this morning at 7:30. Notice how those temperatures, they haven't budged. Matter of fact, it's gotten cooler. The interesting thing is George West is at 71, Catula's at 70, so it is more mild down to the south. And, of course, further to the north that you are, temperatures are definitely cooler out there. David, how are you doing? Hopefully doing really good. You always got some jokes, always good. And Jen and Alex, hey, how are y'all doing? Thanks for streaming with us today. All right, so we've got those high clouds. It's a cool day with the high clouds and the wind and everything. It definitely feels cool. Not only that, but it is dry out there. The relative humidity is at about 40%. Was in the 20s, by the way. 40% relative humidity, you know, with the dry conditions and the winds gusting up to 36 miles per hour. You do not want to be burning outside. Look at these wind gusts. We've got some pretty big gusts. New Braunfels 41, 35 mile per hour at Kerrville. We've got 36 miles per hour, so we've got a high to very high fire danger out there today. Do not want to be burning outdoors. Of course, you know, it's never a good idea when the winds are gusting up to around 35, 40 miles an hour. You're just asking for trouble, right? And especially as dry as it's been. Okay, I've got to move my frontal boundaries. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to pull back the curtain a little bit. I haven't touched this map. I put these frontal boundaries on here about 6:30, about 5 hours. So they're about 5 hours old. I should have updated it. But the frontal boundary now, you can see the line. I mean, it's just plain as day from like around Chattanooga, Tennessee, Huntsville, Alabama, through, what would that be, like Laurel, Mississippi maybe, through New Orleans and then down into the Gulf of Mexico, just now pushing through Brownsville. And just gradually, you can see those temperatures pretty chilly. I mean, it's almost noon right now, and Oklahoma City is only at 40 degrees. Amarillo's coming in at 41. And again, for us, another dry frontal boundary. All right, rain across the deep south, across the Ohio Valley, dry in the middle part of the country, really cold up at Bismarck. Usually is this time of the year, right? And out around San Francisco, more rain. And out there in the West Coast, they're just going to have a parade of systems that will affect the West Coast, bringing them rain, more and more rain. Denise, hey, 40 degrees up in Sisterdale. Appreciate you streaming with us. Yeah, it's pretty chilly out there today. Like I said, I may have to redo the high temperature of 67. May have to take that down a little bit. Doubt I'd have to take it down much more than the mid-60s, but definitely it doesn't look like we're going to hit 67. Anyway, this weather pattern, just not conducive for rain, and it's really bad. I mean, last year was one of the driest years that we've had here in San Antonio, and it looks like to me, I'll be honest, rest of January, I just am very doubtful that we're going to pick up a lot of rainfall. So once again, we're going to have another month of January, where precip will be below average. And it's looking more and more likely that the rest of the winter, we're talking about January, February, and I'll consider March winter, the next 3 months very well could be precipitation below average. And then hopefully the La Nina, this prolonged La Nina that we've had in the Pacific, hopefully it will subside and hopefully switch over to an El Nino. And then everything will change for us. So what I'm really expecting, and this is a little bit of getting out the crystal ball, it's a little out of the realm of the short forecasting, and this is more climatology. But it looks like to me when we have these prolonged La Ninas, the next year after that, the precipitation's still iffy, and then really the precip comes back big time. So if that works out, 23 is going to be kind of iffy, but 2024 rain, maybe 40 inches of rain in that year. That's the way it has worked in the past. So we'll see. I mean, again, that's a long way out. So, but I do know this: in the short run, no chance for rain that I see. Monday, we've got a storm system that, by the way, let's count these in California. I hate to focus on California, but let's do that. We've got the time for it. We've got one system, two systems, three systems there in California, and then kind of like a fourth one almost, and a fifth. So over the next 10 days, I mean, like 5 storm systems coming onto the coast there of California, seeing all kinds of precip. So what happens to this first one? This first system that comes onto California goes across the Plain States, too far to the north to really help us out with rainfall. Then we've got another one that dives down a little further south, but it's looking more and more like a lot of the push, the force with this system. The lifting mechanism is going to be kind of north of us. I think we're going to be on the tail end of at least some rain. I'm going to give it a 30% chance for Wednesday. And then I don't see another chance until, what would that be, Saturday the 21st, something like that. So it just doesn't look good. I mean, I'm going to be totally honest. It just doesn't look good at all as far as rainfall is concerned. And that's bad because we still have a pretty big drought going on. Okay, temperatures today, again, mid-60s, probably more like about 64 or so for a high. And then tomorrow morning, we'll see temperatures, I think will be a little cooler than 41, maybe 39 in the city. Notice the hill country. Temperatures dropping down to close to freezing. And then mid-60s for Friday. I think Friday afternoon is going to be really nice. The winds will die down a bit. Mid-60s should be very, very nice. And then Saturday morning, upper 30s, again, close to freezing in the hill country. And then Saturday, we'll warm up a little bit from there. So let's see. Okay, we still have the drought situation going on, extreme to exceptional drought. Okay, let's go to the 7-day. Here's what everybody's been waiting for. 7-day forecast. Today, 67. Probably won't reach that. I'm going to have to take that down to probably more like 64. Breezy conditions out there. I mean, lots of wind. Friday, low upper 30s, high at around 65. Saturday, upper 30s for a low, high in the upper 60s. Saturday's going to be a really nice afternoon, I think. And then the winds start to really pick up on Sunday, I think. Lows close to 50, more clouds, highs mid-70s. And then for Martin Luther King Day, high at about 79, near 80 on Tuesday. So early next week, we really warm up. And then Wednesday, about a 30% chance of seeing some scattered showers and some thunderstorms possible on Wednesday. And again, most of the action with this system should probably be East Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, as usual. Okay, well, thank you for streaming with us. I'm going to be doing the noon show, and I'm not sure who's here this evening, but I'm back tomorrow morning, and we will see you then. So again, have a great day, and we'll see you later.